Hello coaches. In this week's video we are going to cover extra benefits. An extra benefit is any special arrangement by an institutional employee or the representative of the institution's athletic interest to provide a student athlete or the student athlete's family member or friend a benefit not expressly authorized by NCAA legislation. Receipt of a benefit by a student athlete or their family members or friends is not a violation of NCAA legislation if it is demonstrated that the same benefit is generally available to the institution's students or their family members or friends or to a particular segment of student body, for example, international students, minority students, determined on basis unrelated to athletics ability. Moving on to permissible benefits. Preferred payback loans. Loan from an established family friend as long as there's no athletic ability tied to it. Loan is not from a booster and relationship is prior to the student athlete being recruited to the institution. Insurance against disabling injury or illness or loss of value. Research studies involving only student athletes. Occasional meals. The use of a return ticket anytime after the conclusion of a foreign tour. Receipt of frequent flyer points and or miles earned while traveling to and from intercollegiate practice and or competition. Participation in receptions and festivities associated with championships, conference tournaments, and or all-star events hosted by and conducted on the institution's campus. Occasional meals to team members provided by a student athlete's family member at any location. Telephone calls in emergency situations as approved by the Director of Athletics. Reasonable tokens of support and transportation, housing, and meal expenses in the event of injury, illness, or death of a family member or another student athlete. Fundraisers for student athletes or their family members under the following extreme circumstances. Extreme circumstances should be extraordinary in the result of events beyond the student athlete's control, for example, life-threatening illness, natural disaster. The proceeds must be designated for a specific purpose, for example, payment of medical bills, purchase of medical equipment, replacement of items lost in a fire. The proceeds may be given directly to the beneficiaries with a receipt kept on file by the institution, which must include the amount of expenses incurred and the total amount received. And the excess proceeds must be given to a not-for-profit organization with the receipt kept on file by the institution. Lastly, the payment of admissions costs or meal for any student athlete being honored at a non-athletics awards ceremony. Student Assistant Fund. Member institutions and conferences shall not use money received from the fund to finance salaries and benefits, tuition and fees, room and board, and required course-related books during a regular term other than summer school for student athletes with remaining eligibility, capital improvements, stipends, competition-related travel expenses for student athletes who are ineligible for competition, and outside athletic development opportunities, for example, participation in sports camps or clinics, private sports-related instructions for current student athletes with remaining eligibility. Now moving on to impermissible benefits. Free or reduced cost entertainment, free or reduced cost meals, free or reduced cost housing, free or reduced cost services, free or reduced cost goods, cash, loans of money, use of a credit card, transportation or the use of a car, sale or trade of any item received as part of sports participation, any tangible gift including birthday or holiday gifts, compensation in exchange for an autograph, camp concessions. Now here is the attendance link. You can either use the QR code or in the description of the video is a link you can click on. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to us in the compliance office. Have a good day.